Hi! I bet like most card makers, over time you've accumulated a stack of background papers. Well, today I'm going to show you how much fun it is to use that stack of paper along with the special celebration stamp set to make fast and fabulous cards. If you use this idea to make a whole lot of fast and fabulous cards, well, I'm going to show you a method to make it even quicker and easier. I'm Shelley Godby, the owner and CEO of Stamping Smiles, and for 19 years I've been teaching others how to create their own hand stamped smiles. So stick around to the end because I'm going to show you not just the one we're making, but 13 more with 14 different packages of paper for a huge variety. Here's a closer look at the special celebration stamp set. I've always liked this. We've got greetings and sentiments in a variety of fonts. Okay, so look, happy birthday. Hope your day brings you what it should. Happiness, health, and everything good. Welcome, baby. The world is full of miracles and none so precious as the one on the way to you. Aww. And for a special couple, and this is probably my favorite. This card is filled with love and hugs and happiness and hope from my heart straight to yours. So this is retiring, and so it's guaranteed to be available through May 15th, 2020, and then through June 2nd, 2020, unless supplies run out fast. And like I said, this is just a great set. So what we're going to do is some die cutting. We're actually going to be using this greeting, and we want to put it on a circle. So we'll be die cutting with the layering circles dies. So I'm going to grab my die cutting machine. I've got my Big Shot die cutting machine, but excited to tell you that Stampin' Up! Is coming out with their own machine very soon. Cannot wait to get my hands on it. So I'm going to use the magnetic platform to hold my thin metal die in place. So then I need a cutting pad. And then I have Whisper White cardstock here. And I want this circle from the layering circles dies. There we go. And so that magnet holds it in place. Fantastic. And then I finish with another cutting pad. You have to get it thick enough so when it goes through, if it's not thick enough, it won't do anything too thick. You just can't get it through. And so we'll crank that through. And there we have our die cut circle that our greeting is going to fit perfectly on. So I've got my die cut Whisper White circle, and so I could take my greeting and stamp right on here. This is a cling mount with the red rubber, but I can see through and be able to get that in the center pretty doggone well. But I'm going to be making a lot of these fast and fabulous cards with designer series paper because this is my May 2020 thank you card. And so instead, I made a template. I wasn't die cutting the center of this big piece just to waste cardstock. It's a template, and I'm going to use it with the most wonderful stamp positioning tool ever, the Stamparatus. All right, so what I did when I made my sample, I put this right here in the corner. I followed these lines, and we have our super magnets. Okay, these used to be longer. If you let them hit each other, and it's easy to do, they break, but then you just end up with more magnets. And so now I know where to place my circle. And see, I have this set up to stamp right here. And the one I'm using is You Share So Much, So Gladly, So Often. I'm blessed to have you in my life. Isn't that just so sweet? Oh my goodness. And the font that goes with that, Thanks for Being You. And also the other font, For My Friend. All right, so let's go ahead. That's all set. And what I have here is the Blackberry Bliss Classic Stampin' Pad because this is one of the colors in the designer series paper I'm going to be using from the Best Dressed. All right, so we're going to pick this lid up, slide it in, and get this good and inked up. All right, so what happens is once I'm set up, it goes right where I want it every time. So I'll just keep slipping in new circles. So I'm just pressing everywhere, not hard, but everywhere. And there we go. And if I didn't think that was deep enough, I could ink it again and do it. And so I thought, okay, this looks really nice, but it was a little bit plain. So I thought, what could I do? So let's go ahead and close this. A little push, pull, and click. All right. And that, boy, like I said, I just would like something a little bit more. And so I pulled out my Sweetly Swirled stamp set. I just really love this set. And this is retiring too. And let me show you what I did to dress it up. And so I have it set up on this other plate. Isn't this thing cool? So I'll be able to stamp and just keep going. Okay, and so for this one, I'm going to use the Daffodil Delights. We're going to pick this up, slide that in, and get this good and inked up. There we go. And then just close it right on here. And just press everywhere. And so because I'm using a photopolymer stamp set, that's what this is, the clear rubber. Actually, I have a foam mat on here, the Deluxe. Oh my goodness, look at that. See how that filled that in at the top and the bottom where I had the gap and just a little bit on the sides? Very, very cool. So now we'll use this on our Fast and Fabulous cards. It's going to take about 2 seconds to make. So this beautiful pattern is from the Best Dressed 6x6 Designer Series paper. Gorgeous stuff. And I've cut this to 4x6. I'll have a link to my blog post with this card with all the measurements, so it'll be easy for you to duplicate later. So what we're going to do is take and tear off, about this much. And we're going to go back and forth, not just straight across. We want it to go up and down, up and down. And one of the colors in this is Blackberry Bliss. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So I'm going to take my snail adhesive. All right. And about 1 inch in each corner is good. And we'll come up here. I did this a few years ago. I think it's been about 4 years ago. Learned this idea on the Hawaii Grand Vacation with Stampin' Up. Someone, I believe she was from Australia, shared this idea with me. I thought, oh, that is fantastic. So look, our papers, they are so pretty. The two sides, it's hard to pick which side. Well, with this card, you don't have to. So we're just going to turn it over. There we go. There we go. And line this up along the bottom. So we're just looking for that equal distance from the top and bottom and side to side. There we go. Isn't that beautiful? So many of these papers just stand on their own. They're just so gorgeous. All right, and so now we have our greeting that we added the extra color to, and we picked up, the colors from here. So instead of just putting on flat, I'm going to use probably my favorite accessory ever, Stampin' Dimensionals. And these are foam adhesive dots that give it a little bit of lift, a layer, and just makes a card extra special. You can take a really simple card like this and dress it up. So we had a couple little things that, well, first of all, the designer paper made it fabulous and fast. And then we added a couple extra touches like the Sweetly Swirled on here. And then now, look at that. The Stampin' Dimensionals. It creates that shadow and it just looks so fantastic. And like I was saying, this is my May 2020 thank you card. So when you place your Stampin' Up! Order of $25 or more with me, I'm going to send you one of my cards. And I promise to show you more. Are you ready? All right. So this one, is from the Garden Lane Designer Series paper. And then the next one from the Parisian Blossom Specialty. Gorgeous. Oh, look at these. And so that's always the back side. And then here we have the Birthday Bonanza. And that's what I liked about the Sweetly Swirled. I was able to go from elegant, it looks great with the elegant paper, but also looks really good with the cutesy. Can't always do that. You know, I think fonts have personalities, but this font in that swirl is just working with all of it. Next we have another Best Dressed. I was wrong. I did duplicate because there's so many cool patterns in here. All right, and then Peaceful Poppies. Oh my goodness. These are just so gorgeous. And then See a Silhouette. And then one of the all-time favorites, Magnolia Lane. And all of these are retiring. Bird Ballad. Ugh, those birds are just so pretty. Come Sail Away. Nice masculine card, huh? From My Heart Specially. And then the Tropical Oasis. Beautiful, beautiful. And the Perennial Essence. I'm just crazy about this paper. I like that impressionistic paper. And then for last, another masculine card. We've got the Country Club. So just beautiful colors, and all these, like I said, what we tore off was the opposite side, and so of course it's going to coordinate, but then offer you some contrast like our original card did. So quick, so easy, but what a great way to use and show off the gorgeous papers. So this one is 6 by 6, and so you'll end up with 2-inch strips left over. Well, we use those all the time. And then when you're doing the 12 by 12, that 4 by 6, you can get 6 cards per 12 by 12 sheet. That will be fast and fabulous and so quick and easy to make. If you'd like to make my fast and fabulous cards, all the supplies to make this card and the other designer series papers are listed below the video and available to order now in my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com. Well, I think they're available because all of the background papers are retiring and available now only while supplies last. And the special celebration stamp set and Sweetly Swirled, well, they're guaranteed available only through May 15th, 2020. So get on over now to my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com. I'm Shelly Godby, teaching you how to create hand stamp smiles. Thanks for watching.